Do you want a really easy farm that gives you lots of gold and gold items, but more especially lots and lots of XP? This fella's going to help you out. Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, in my farm tutorial series. Today, we are hungry for XP and we are hungry for gold. So we are going to make a golden XP farm. Now, you could do an overworld gold XP farm. They work absolutely fine. But I thought today we would do a nether XP and gold farm. Now, these are a little bit more complex in terms of the number of stages you've got to do, but the yield is amazing. So let's crack on through the nether. The way this farm works is zombie pigmen are spawned in at an area almost at the build limit of the nether, and they cram themselves towards a turtle egg in the middle, which basically causes them to fall to very nearly their death, where you can bash them for their XP and their treasures. Golems around the outside stop any magma cubes from getting in the way too. All you need for this farm is about 2 stacks of scaffolding, 12 slabs, I've used stone brick, 8 chests, 12 hoppers, 10 stacks of glass, about 10 stacks of a solid block like stone bricks, although you could use an upper half slab if you wish for this, 24 glowstone, 9 carpets, 4 carved pumpkins, 16 blocks of iron, 1 turtle egg, 4 oak trapdoors, and maybe a handful of temporary blocks like wool as well. And we are through to the nether. You can see the kind of people we're going to be getting hold of down there. But we need to get ourselves up to the bedrock on top of the nether. And the best way to do that, I find, is to mine up on a staircase. Now, be really cautious of stuff like that. That is what you're trying to avoid, because that lava will eat your face. So get yourself up to the bedrock somehow. Hopefully so as not in a way that you end up burning yourself too much. Be very cautious. Lava moves fast in the nether. We have made it up to bedrock. You can tell it's bedrock because there's bedrock above your head. Now, next thing you need to do is break through this bedrock. And the way you do that is by using one of the 2 tutorials in the description below. This is not a how to break through bedrock tutorial. That is a tutorial all unto itself and will make this far, far too long. So I'll see you on the other side. Go and check out how to break through the bedrock if you don't know how to in one of those 2 tutorials in the description below. And we are on top of the nether. This is what it looks like on top of the nether. Just endless bedrock with a few mushrooms, because mushrooms are the only things that can actually spawn or grow on top of bedrock. Nothing else will. You can hear zombie pigmen and ghast underneath you. They are not above you, they are underneath you. So now what we want to do is we want to check that our Y level is, you can see the block that I'm looking at is Y127. I am stood at Y128. We need to get up to Y224, and that's because of the number of chests that we're going to put in. If you want to put less chests, go up a little bit higher. If you want to put more chests, come down a little bit lower. But we're going to go up to Y equals 224, which means I need to put down 96 scaffoldings, including this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and away we go. We are at the top of our scaffolding tower. Our feet are at Y225. This scaffold, if you can see, is looking at block 224. And what we want to do is we want to put a half slab by jumping and crouching and putting it on there. Bring ourselves out 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then come along to the side 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on these 2 middle blocks here, we're going to place a chest. A double chest, in fact, like that. We're then going to get a temporary block, and we're going to place another double chest and another temporary block, and we're going to place one more double chest. Get rid of those temporary blocks around there, place a hopper into the side of that chest there, and also the one at the top. Get rid of the one that's on the scaffolding, because we now want to go up again to the height that is level with those chests. 3 more scaffolding blocks up, and jump and put a bottom half slab. Come across to level with halfway between the chest. Then get a glass block and crouch click a glass block right there. This is the block you are going to stand on when you do your bashing. We want 1 more chest, crouch click, and 1 more hopper going into that chest with a crouch click. Now we need to create a 3 by 3 square of hoppers that all go into the same chest. So pop that hopper there, come around, and just using crouch click, create yourself an array of 3x3 like that. That's perfect. And then you want to get glass on top of the chest and create a ring around the hoppers. Don't put anything on there, and then go another ring around it again, and then put some carpet on top of the hoppers. You'll need to crouch click to do this. This carpet will then stop any XP getting caught in the hoppers, which is really annoying. Jump down here, then pop a top half slab on that one there. So you've just got that half slab worth of space. That's exactly what you need. You can reach the pigmen from there. You now need to build this tube up to y equals 250. But obviously, if you've not got elytra, and maybe you have, maybe you haven't, you can't get back down again without dying. So we're going to need to make the scaffolding go up there for us as well. So get yourself a little side out here, and on the side of the scaffold, pop that up to y250. Our scaffold isn't at y250, which means that we can carry on and build this tube up to the same level. Once you're at y250, you need to come to the centre of each side of your square and come out 15 blocks, this first glass block being 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 14, 15. Do that on all 4 directions. Now you've done all 4 of your spokes, you may actually find you've got pigmen already spawning. Just remember not to bash them because they'll get dead upset with you. You need to create a circle. So crouch so as you don't fall to your death and go 1, 2, 3, and 4, then come in 1, 1, 2, come in 1, 1, 2, and one more time, come in 1, 1, and 2, then come in 1, and then 1, 1, so it's like a zigzag for 3, and then using the end of this one, come in 1, 2, and come out 1, come in 1, 2, come out 1, 1, 2, come out 1, and then go 1, 2, 3, and you should find you have attached yourself there with exactly the same number. If I just took it from the top, you can see that is a pretty decent segment to zombie pigmen already. Now complete this entire circle. Get a bit of glowstone when you finish your first segment and come out 1, 2, 3, and 4 and plonk it on there. 1, 2, 3, and 4, plonk it on there, and then create a diamond between the 2 and plonk that on there. Then come out another 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and on the 5th one do it again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. On the 5th one do it again, and again exactly the same way. Create a line where they meet, which should be just about on the edge. Yes, it is. And you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 space on either side. On this one here, just stick one on the edge. When you have finished this platform, you are very likely to have a lot of pigmen wandering around on top of your area. Do not, under any circumstances, give any of these a little bit of a knock. If you do, they will all not be your friend, and your face will be more than eaten. It will be absolutely decimated. But there is a chance, and it's not often, but every now and again there is a chance that you get magma cubes spawning on here. So this next section is not obligatory at all. You do not have to do this next bit. If you've not got a lot of iron, then don't do it. But please be aware that you could accumulate magma cubes up on here. Come out on the edge, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and leave that 5th one where it is. Come back, destroy those 2, put a block of iron there, 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 get a carved pumpkin, and with a good jump make yourself an iron golem, and then pop a name tag on it. I'm going to call him Bait. And it's a good idea to get rid of those 2 first, otherwise it will try and jump the jump. It's a good idea to do this on all 4 cardinal points. You can see here magma cubes already starting to grow. Do it on all 4 cardinal points. I've just gone with an iron golem at each of the 4 cardinal points. I personally think that is enough. If you want to put more on, you go for your life. You can put some around the edges. But the magma cubes, when they spawn, will eventually come into sight of those golems, and they will run at them to their deaths, falling off the edge. Now come to the center of your square and count out 3. And on the third one, come out all the way to the edge of your platform. And so you are over that last block. Again, do that in all 4 of the cardinal points. And again, create the circle. So you've got your glass circle. And now what you want to do is you want to make a crisscross pattern all the way across the entire circle. So you want to leave a 2 gap. And then on the third one, bring it all the way in like this. And you're basically making a pattern so as there are no 3x3 areas open on this floor. If you have a 3x3 area open, there is a chance that a ghast could spawn. So come across 2, and then again come 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. That one's 13, come across 2. And continue this hatching pattern all the way around so you've got no areas that have got 3 blocks together. What you'll end up with there is actually a really quite attractive, almost Chinese style hatching pattern that goes across, leaving no 3 wide gaps at all, so therefore no ghasts whatsoever that can spawn. At this point, what I recommend you do is you fill in this hole completely, but before you do, fill out, just to give you a bit of room to work, all of these walls. Leave yourself a gap so as you can actually get in. This will allow you to work without the pigmen getting in the way. They're not going to attack you unless you hit them, but they could be in your way. In the center here, pop a block. On top of that block, and this is where the pigmen get really excited, on top of that block, put a turtle egg. These pigmen will see that turtle egg through the glass, and they'll get very enthusiastic about stamping on that turtle egg. On the side of the turtle egg, put a trapdoor and flip it up. Trapdoor there and flip it up. They can still see the turtle egg. This just gives the turtle egg just a little bit of protection in case these pigmen manage to get anywhere near it. Remove that block. Then, very carefully, you need to remove the floor of the area that you are in. So remove that floor and place a trapdoor there. Remove that floor, trapdoor, that floor, trapdoor. Flip the trapdoors open. And then here, remove that floor and that floor, trapdoor, trapdoor, flip them open. Trapdoor, flip it open. Trapdoor, flip it open. You are standing on the only block that is left. Now what you can do is you can remove the center blocks of this opposite you. If you can see, I'm just highlighting the glass block at the center. That will get them all excited, and that will get them running through. And they'll all run round that side, which is great because you want a bit of space to be able to come through this side. So open up that entrance there, get rid of that. Oh, he's trying to get in. Pop that trapdoor there and open it. Replace those blocks for now. Now you can see those pigmen are pouring in. These guys have got themselves stuck, God love them. And now what you can do is you can remove all of these glasses because they are no longer required. And that'll allow pigmen to run in from every side. Like that. This farm is now primed and ready. Get rid of that block as well, just to stop them from glitching onto anything. Now what you can do is you can come around to your trapdoor, to your scaffold, and you can come back down your scaffolding onto your platform here, and you've got the perfect place to start bashing pigmen. I have come into survival. I have got a diamond sword with absolutely no enchants on it. Checking that bottom chest there. If I just come down and can jump on that platform, there is nothing in the chest whatsoever. Let's come back up the scaffolding, and we're going to give this fella a test. All of those pigmen are inside there. Come right close. I've swapped out that glass for a half slab, so apologies for that. Just change that glass to a slab and then you can get to it close enough, because you can't quite reach them at the back if you don't. And give them a whack. Now you are going to be aggroing these pigmen as a result of doing that, but that's okay, because these pigmen, as long as you don't get right up close, cannot get anywhere near you. Keep hitting them, and you can see my experience which started at exactly 0, has now reached 19.5 just from one charge of that farm. You can see we've got another whole lot coming through, and they'll eventually work out that they can fall down the hole. And we can keep on bashing them. And there, in the space of about 1 minute, we've achieved 20 levels. But what have we got in terms of loot? So let's just jump down onto this bottom chest. Now remember, I've not got looting or anything on this sword, and I've picked up a couple of bits myself being quite close. And we've got all of these items here: 35 nuggets, 9 gold swords, 4 gold ingots, and 37 rotten flesh, just as a result of that 30 seconds worth of bashing. It is a really neat little farm. Inspiration for this guy came from Blends Craft TV. I added a few bits like the way to get up and down if you've not got Elytra and some other little fiddles, but ultimately go and see his video. His channel is linked in the description below. Thanks very much, Blends Craft. Now that is one relatively simple gold farm up on top of the Nether. You get quite a lot of gold, so you can make your stuff like your powered rails or whatever else it is you'd like to do with your gold, and you get loads of XP. It rivals an Ender farm for XP, there's this, and it's relatively simple to make. I've put a world download in the description below, so you can come and have a suss out of it if you want to. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying it, and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.